I am Kazimbiri Bolan, a member of County Assembly, Kobura Ward in Kisumu County Assembly 2027, that is next year. Na mimi ndiyo katibu mkuu wa Generation Z. Yes, that is it. Now, today I also have a few highlights to give out based on the broad-based arrangement. I know people have been asking whether we are in broad-based or not. Raila said it clearly. We have to support this government up to 2027. Then we shall find our ways when time comes. Now, Kenya's political field has faced a multitude of challenges, many of which has been persisted over years. The broad-based concept has been suggested as one possible solution to address some of these issues. The broad-based government was suggested to address some of these issues, and that's why we had the 10-point agenda. And this would ideally involve a government formed by a coalition of various political parties, ensuring that more diverse voices and interests are represented in decision making. It is in the broad-based agenda. I want to give you some key issues in the Kenya's political landscape and how broad-based government could help address them. Number one, which was in the broad-based arrangement, is corruption and mismanagement. The issue is corruption remains endemic at both national and county levels in Kenya, with public funds often misappropriated, leading to poor services delivery, lack of infrastructure, and wastage of resources. Corruption erodes public trust and stifles development. Just a couple of weeks ago, the Senate accounts team have been grilling the governors, and some of the governors, like Governor Lusaka, among others, were found guilty. I think we know that. A minute. Okay, fine. Sorry. How broad-based government could help this situation of corruption and mismanagement of funds, funds. A broad-based government by its nature, not what we are seeing, the nature of broad-based government. A broad-based government by its nature would require coalition partner to hold each other accountable. That's what Akina Sifuna are doing in the Senate. Reducing concentration of power in one party or individual. If we have a broad base, we share ideas, and it's not something to be centralized at a point that the same one political party holds everything, but it is shared among other political parties. Independent anti-corruption committees. Through inclusive governance, there could be an increased focus on strengthening anti-corruption agencies like Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, by giving them more autonomy of political support. Lakini what we are seeing is very, very different. Very different. The other one I want to share, based on corruption and mismanagement of funds, is shared governance. ensure that the position of power are more balanced and not solely controlled by one political party. I could reduce the extent of corruption and bring more scrutiny to government operations. I am a Gen Z. I'm the Secretary General of the Gen Z Kenya mzima. Na mimi nikiwa hello Odupo, ukoaje? And if I said this, I mean my words. Odupo Meshak. Dupoi Meshak. The second thing I want to talk about is ethnic division and political polarization. The issue is Kenya has struggled with ethnic-based politics, where political parties and leaders often appeal to specific ethnic group to support. This has led to tension and sometimes violence, especially around elections time. I've said I am the secretary of Gen Z's Kenya Museum. I'm not the secretary of Gen Z's from my community. I'm not the secretary of Gen Z's here in Nairobi. I am the secretary of Gen Z's Kenya Mzima. Secretary General, katibu mkuu wa vijana walio katika kundi cha Gen Z. Now the broad base could help in this manner. A broad-based government would ensure that all major ethnic communities have a voice in government. This can reduce the feeling of marginalization and help build more inclusive political culture. Included the Masai, Pokot, almost kila mtu, so that we have an inclusive government. Integrity with leaders from various ethnic backgrounds, like if we have the Luos, Kikuyus, Kalenjins, Masai, Waswahili, the Somali, Luyas, will have this inclusivity in the government, and that was part of the broad-based arrangement agenda. Yes, and there is devolution. Number one, devolution is not even independent. If you check very well, around 2 weeks ago, the county government of Nairobi gave out its duties to the national government, which is very wrong. Strengthening devolution ensures that the resources under decision making are more evenly distributed, preventing any single group from monopolizing power or resources. I think we are on the same page up to that point. The third thing I want to talk about is lack of accountability and transparency. Niko salama, kwaje? Yeah. Sahara Abdul Hai. Yes, hi, ukoaje? How are you? So the issue of accountability and transparency is one of the key challenges in Kenya's political field is lack of accountability in public offices. And you can confirm this from the governors who are being grilled by the Senate Accounts Committee and they could not even account for the funds that were allocated in the county government. Now, leaders often act with impunity, and public institutions are not transparent in their dealings. Okay, it's fine. The solutions we can get from the broad-based arrangement is, in the broad-based coalition, the presence of diverse political parties would bring in different watchdogs to ensure transparency. And that is what Sifuna is doing. That is what other senators who are grilling or who are putting these things into accountable are doing. Enhance public oversight. Political inclusivity would encourage the establishment of independent bodies that can audit and track government expenditure, as well as monitor the implementation policy and projects. And that is the exact thing that that accounts committee is doing. They're putting this thing into a more accountable way so that the counties can realize how their resources are being used. I'm sorry, let me just pick up this call, please. Hello? Yes. Ndio nimefika. Hakuna mtu ameingia bado, mimi ndio niko hapa kwa ofisi peke yangu. Ako wapi? Okay. Ako si akikuja nitaenda tu. Mwambie nipigie. Mwambie nipigie. Sa I'm sorry guys, I had to pick up that call. The bosses are calling and kuna kazi iko inafaa niende. I'm sorry. Kenya, yes. Samara Noreen, how are you? I'm in Kenya. The legislative oversight, a broader representation in the legislature would make it more challenging for leaders to escape scrutiny, and various parties could hold them more accountable. Hi, let me just go fast because it's like I'm going to work. Issue: Kenya has witnessed allegation of electoral malpractices, rigging, and violence during. Oh, I'm also a Kenyan. Where are you? Where are you, bro? I'm a Kenyan. How are you? Where are you? Hello. Eh, niko nayo. Eh. Oh, sawa. Guys, I have to cut this short. My boss is calling and I have to go. Thank you. Thank you. I'm in Kasarani, please. Thank you. Thank you.